Hey everybody, David Corson, Friday, TGIF, May 24th, Memorial Day weekend. Oh, it's a little past 7 o'clock. I'm just here cooling down. Got one more lap to do. It's getting dark and figured I'd get my positive thought of the day done, but just wanted to see how everybody's Friday was. TGIF to everybody once again. Hope you had a great day. I'll tell you, mine was great, but it didn't start out. I had a migraine this morning. I don't get headaches very often. I don't know what it was, but man, I had to pop a bunch of aspirin, and man, I was digging this morning. Anyway, I finally shrugged it off and got some things done. And I had a podcast at 4 o'clock with a gentleman who he was an Italian guy, and he was a restaurateur. Anyway, he did a white-collar crime, got thrown in federal prison in Philadelphia. And I'm from Philly, so I know where it is. And anyway, he became the cook in the prison and did his time. He was incarcerated, but did his time. And anyway, he was the cook in the prison and taught the other chefs how to cook. And anyway, he's getting, now he's out. And he's an author on Italian cookbooks. And anyway, his name was Frankie Spice Morelli. Okay? And he was telling stories of all these, listen, he was in federal prison, heavy prison, murder, rapist, white-collar crime, you name it, man. They just throw you in there, and, you fend for yourself. But you know what? If you're a cook and you keep people happy, food is just, in the world, food, you could break bread with someone, you keep their tummy, you're happy. It's like your dogs, you feed your dogs. My dogs, every morning or every night when we feed them, my one dog, Buster, he's from Panama, he's a Viennese. I think that's how you pronounce it. He only understands Spanish, bueno chico. Anyway, every time he eats, he comes over and he thanks me. So I get it. When Frankie was in federal prison, he was getting people, keeping their tummies happy, doing all these recipes. Anyway, he came out with another cookbook, and it was just a great interview. And, I'm from Philly, so he was mentioning all these names. I knew a couple of them, but all in all, that was great. And then some thunderstorms came in. I was charging my phone, and then I'm like, I want to get my stuff done. We went and got our permit box. So my wife wants to go up and put the permitting sign up tonight. There's some thunderstorms coming in still. It was raining earlier, and now it cleared. Now they're coming back in. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet, but if I have time, we'll go do it. I'm nice and sweaty already, so it doesn't matter. And if not, we'll do it in the morning. And I'll get some video and, do it right. But I printed my permits out this morning, and, man, it feels good. About 2 weeks, the grader's going out. The silt fence going up probably sometime next week. And grading, and we're going to start, man. I want to finish the house in 10 months. And it's just going to be unbelievable. So, but just a great week. It was just fantastic. Can't complain. There's nothing like having fun, smiling when you're working. Let me take my glasses off so you can see me. Hey, I've got my DU swag on. DU plays tomorrow at noon, Eastern, in the Eagle Stadium, Lincoln Field in Philadelphia. They're playing the mighty Fighting Irish from Notre Dame, #1 in the country. And what's funny is in 2015, I flew up for the national tournament, and they were playing Notre Dame, and they went into overtime and we beat them. And we won the national championship. We ended up on Monday playing Maryland Terps, and we beat them. And over in the first 55 years or 50 years, I forget. Anyway, that we've been playing lacrosse at the University of Denver. We don't have a football team, but we got every other team, and we always are competitive. Anyway, first time ever, the national championship trophy went west of the Mississippi. And University of Denver has opened up lacrosse across the country when we won that national championship. As an alumni, as a player, and listen, I went to prep school at the Petty School. We were navy blue and gold. I bleed that. I'm also crimson and gold with the University of Denver Pioneers, and I bleed crimson and gold as well. And the bottom line is, hey, any of the 4 teams, DU, Maryland, University of Virginia or Notre Dame. Any one of them could be champions. All of these are high-quality teams. If you're still standing on National Tournament Weekend or Memorial Day weekend, it comes down to a couple plays here and there. I doubt either game will be a blowout. I hope it goes down to the wire. And may the best team win. I'm a mature adult. Sure, I'm going to pull for the Pios. But as long as it's a close game or whatever, may the best team win. But I want the Pios to win, no doubt. Okay? I want them playing on Monday so I can look forward to watching them. I mean, we've already won the national championship in men's hockey in D1. And the girls team, they got knocked out by Northwestern, but they won the national championship anyway. So the bottom line is, such an exciting weekend. You got the NHL going on. I watched Edmonton in double overtime last night beat the Stars. Triple overtime, excuse me. It's like playing 2 hockey games in a night. Game 1 of a 7-game series. Just think about the NBA and the NHL. They have to win 16 games, 4 series of 7 games. That's a lot of sports every other day. Grinding it out, getting on a plane, going back, icing down the bruises. I mean, after a long, long season of getting there even to the postseason, people think athletes they make way too much money. As a job, it's pretty brutal, man, especially if you're one of the stars or you're an everyday player, Mentally, you got to be strong. Physically, you got to be strong. You got to be able to handle so much pressure, And it's just so cool in the playoffs because everybody elevates their game. And it's all about the money because if you win the cup, you get endorsements, you get contract extensions or increases in your pay. There's so much at stake. So with that said, I'm going to bridge right into my positive thought of the day. It's got, it just has a battle theme to it. It's called Vedi, Vici. Okay? It's a Latin term from the Roman days. And I took Latin, 4 years in prep school. And believe me, I know Latin. And it means I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's the way I feel right now as a DU alumni, thinking about the DU Pio game tomorrow versus Notre Dame. They're coming to Philly. I came. I saw these guys practice and warm up. And then I'm going to conquer them. I'm going to play 60 minutes of mistake-free lacrosse, professionally, first class, and take it to them. And we just need to outscore them, period. Hopefully, and that's what it comes down to. You just have to have more balls in it than they do at the end of the game. Don't take any penalties. Don't just mistake-free, and you got to play every second of 60 minutes. And let's see what the scoreboard says. So remember that. Veni, Vidi, Vici. When I first moved to Atlanta, probably 30 years ago, was here, not 30, let's see, was it 26 years ago. There was a great restaurant down on 14th Street in I-85-75 corridor, right across from Georgia Tech. And it was called Veni, Vidi, Vici. I think it was part of the Buckhead restaurant group. Anyway, awesome Italian, way ahead of its time. And took a lot of clients there over the years and family if they came into town. And it was just a really, really great place. And but that's what it means. I came, Veni, Vidi, Vici. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. You know what? That's been the saying of my life. After I was born or whatever, and then after my dad died when I was 14 in 1978, I had to bring myself up myself. Made some mistakes, ran with a rough crowd, but as I got older, last month I wrote my publisher's column in my magazine about turning 61 next month at the end of June. And I look back at all the things, and one of the things, I've always been an underdog. All right? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. It's like David and Goliath with me. And I always think that I can excel and exceed my expectations and win. And if I lose, that's okay, because I have no problem with losing. I used to. I was a very sore loser. I had to become more mature and learn how to deal with pressure. But as I've gotten older and a little more conservative, that I would want my son after, listen, if I had a daughter too, and they were playing sports and you had to shake hands after a brutal game, and, maybe the bottom line is you shake hands. Game's over. It's just a game. And but you learn from that game, win or lose. And so you can improve down the road. And that's just the way I live. So I came, I saw, I conquered. Veni, Vidi, Vici. Roman term from way back when. And it's still being used today. And I live my life that day, every day, because I'm an underdog. I've got to take all the big publishing houses on and all these SEO firms and all this stuff. It's battle out there, man. I'm just a 2024 warrior, publishing warrior out there, content creator going up against everybody, So I might not be Joe Rogan, but I sure as heck is as competitive as he is. All right? And all the other influencers out there. I just keep going crawling. I'm like the turtle. I keep getting more subscribers, and I'm not even monetized, nor do I want to. I just enjoy doing these videos and throwing it because I want to help people. Just like that guy today, he goes, man, I just want to help people. I wanted to keep their tummies full and keep them so they could do their time and get out. I thought that was so profound when he said that. Man, that hit home to my heart. So I'm going to put this guy's, Frankie the Spice Morelli's link in the description. And he's going to send me a couple books that are signed, and I'm going to give them away. So if you want one, let me know. He's going to send me a handful. And first come, first serve. And there's supposed to be some awesome recipes in there. And as a publisher, he said the book is a beautiful coffee table book. And I believe him. So with that said, I'm going to finish up my loop and maybe think about doing my sign. Excuse me, I'm putting my glasses on. Sorry about the bumpiness. But this is raw. So with that said, I appreciate you all as always. Have a great Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. If you've never seen a lacrosse game, tune in either at 12 or 2:30 tomorrow, and you'll see the best college lacrosse you've ever seen. And Monday's the finals. And, you'll thoroughly enjoy it. And if you're in Philly and you don't go to the game, you're crazy. These are 4 elite teams. So with that said, enjoy your Friday. Have a great weekend. And don't forget about Monday. Monday's Memorial Day. And we want to give thanks to all those who've sacrificed so we all can live with happiness and freedom. All right? I come from a military family and Army, Air Force, Reserves. Bottom line is, without them, probably wouldn't have the country we do right now. And our country needs a lot of work. But bottom line, it's still the greatest country on this planet, as far as I'm concerned. It just needs a little tweak, if you know what I mean. So, with that said, I'll see you tomorrow up at my lake lot. And I'll take some videos over the new sign and show you the lot. And I'm coming back to watch some lacrosse, or relax, as we say, on the green lawn. So, as always, like I said, I appreciate you all. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. And get ready for the second half of 2024, because it's going to be wild. So with that said, cheers, ciao. I'll see you later. And go DU Pioneers. Let's beat those Irish. See ya.